Hello there, beautiful people. So just talking and reading the comments from a few of you, it's clear that not everyone knows Redstone. And to be clear, I don't know Redstone that great either, but I build a lot of Redstone. So today we're going to go over the first episode of my Redstone Basics series, talking about redstone torches. Because at the end of this series, we're going to build a device using kind of just what I've shown you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. So the big thing with redstone torches is the block that they are placed on is what they get their charge from. So if the block is not charged, the redstone torch will be on. However, if you put a redstone pulse into the block, whoop, that's the wrong button. Okay, that's embarrassing. It'll turn off. So you can do this with a lever, a button, but really if that block is quote unquote turned on, the redstone torch will turn off. So you can also do that same thing with a pressure plate. Now, that being said, this does not work with glass. Glass cannot carry a redstone charge and in fact blocks it. So if you do this with glass, we'll go ahead and try this with a lever as well. Yeah, you see what happens there. Absolutely no difference. But you cannot change the redstone torch based off of blocks around it. So, trying to change it with blocks that it's not connected to does not work. So that being said, you can do stuff like this, if it'll let me do it. There we go. Where you can just kind of indirectly turn on that torch. So basically what you're doing here is this torch is going to charge this block, which by the way, redstone torches charge all the blocks directly around them. So assuming that a redstone torch were to take up this whole meter block right here, every block that would be touching, meaning these four here, are what it would be charging, and then also on top of it. So anyways, we'll place a block here, place a redstone torch there, and you can really do this as high as you want. So we'll get back to that feature there. Now, next is, again, it charges the block above, and then using your redstone repeater, you can extract a charge from a block. So basically, this is charging this block, and then the redstone repeater takes the charge out of that block, charges this block. Then if you put a piece of redstone dust there, you've got yourself a redstone clock. So pretty simple stuff you can do there. You can put like a redstone lamp there just to keep people from getting a seizure. I'm going to remove that. But yeah, so there's that. And then also I feel I should note with this is the redstone actually has to be directly feeding in. If the redstone is directed away, so the line is pointing away, it doesn't work because the redstone has to charge this block. It's crazy how that loops, but it's confusing, I know. Another thing is redstone torches can burn out. Believe it or not, it is very strange that they put this in, but I can honestly respect it. It's useful to work as a timer, but essentially, what's going to happen here is I'm going to place redstone dust on top of this block, and the redstone torch is going to be charging the block directly next to it. The redstone will be getting the charge from this block, and then charging the block below it, therefore turning off the redstone torch, which will then turn off the redstone dust, which means the redstone torch will turn back on, and you'll see it there, see? And then after a while, it just burns out. But then you remove the redstone again, and it just turns back on. So that's just so entertaining to watch. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so like I said, you can do this redstone kind of pillar thing as high as you want, and then just kind of put a redstone dust or anything really on top of it, and we could honestly just do this all the way up to sky limit as long as it's alternating block and redstone torch. And yeah, as soon as we remove this torch, they'll switch charges. Which, did I place that in the right one? Okay, cool. So yeah, that's a little interesting, but then you can do things like this, and you can make a little light that flashes when people step on something. You can use this with tripwires as well. Really anything that just puts in a redstone charge. This is using the same thing as before, where we saw here, where we're charging a redstone torch on a block and turning it on and off with a pressure plate. So nice little feature there. So you can honestly make like disco lights, stuff like this. If you mix this with a redstone clock, you can just kind of boom, disco light, see, pretty fancy stuff. Sets the mood, I know. But the next thing is, like I said, this isn't completely redstone torch stuff here, but the redstone torch, as I said, will charge the block next to it, meaning you can make yet another redstone clock. This one will give you a headache for sure. This is using a redstone, how's it pronounced? Comparator? I don't know. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. So once you right click or tap this, depending on whether you're playing on mobile or PC, you're going to invert it, meaning that basically as soon as, here, let's go ahead and explain this. Basically, this is bringing the charge from the redstone torch on over and charging this. However, if you put a redstone charge in the side of it, it turns off. See, so it's like a little switch there, right? Pretty fancy. So then if you get it to charge itself, it makes a loop. The biggest downside to this is it goes so fast that if you place something redstone next to it, it doesn't really have enough time to turn off. It takes, I think, 2 ticks for something to turn off. So yeah, keep that in mind. And then what was I doing over here? Oh, yeah. This is the last part here. Just a redstone trail going into a block can charge the block and turn off the redstone torch. And then same here with the redstone repeater. If you charge that, you can do that same exact thing. And then you can also, you know, place another torch. That's not what I meant to do. Place another torch right here and use that to charge. So that's pretty much it for the video. Not exactly the longest video, but hopefully this helps those of you out. Hopefully you guys can figure out how to build your own stuff a little bit easier now. And if you want a specific redstone piece to be talked about in the next video, then simply just put it down in the comments and I'll do it. But honestly, we're probably, I don't know, a quarter of the way through to actually building a big old fancy redstone device that'll give all of us headaches. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're new to the channel, maybe consider subscribing. And please do leave a like. It definitely helps. Let me know if my content is sufficient for you guys, and I will see you all in the next one.
If I wrote you a letter,